Not everybody's getting paid. Let's get
love
back
this,
to
man.
the television.
You got
Now,
two.
you're being a homer.
Come on.
No, he said it.
Don't start me.
No,
He's
not
a
bad
bad man.
anymore.
Go Tigers.
Sound Off is ready. Are you?
Something tells me you're sitting right on the edge of your Barker lounging in anticipation of
likely.
tonight's show. Do they still make Barker
Barker
loungers?
loungers? I
Well,
don't
I'm
think
dating
they do.
myself.
No,
A
I don't think
Barker
they make those
lounger. It's like
anymore.
from the 50s or something. That's your
no.
generation. What are we
Barker,
talking
no.
about? You probably got a couple of them at your house.
Excuse me.
No.
The Barker
No,
lounger.
they don't make that one anymore.
All right, this is Sound Off on CBS Lake Charles. Don't forget now, Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 10:05. Don't forget about our hour-long special show Saturday at 11 p.m., right?
Yeah.
And YouTube at your leisure, cbslakecharles.tv. So we got all of the promo stuff out of the way.
Yes.
All right, let's get down to some business here. Let's tell you what's coming up. McNeese, they just got hammered by Utah State. We'll get into the whys and the whatnots. Garrett Nussmeier, he looked fine. I mean, he looked great.
I got some thoughts on that.
I don't know what's going on there.
I do too.
LSU still in search of a running game, and guys, I don't know if there's any solve or help anytime soon. We'll digest that a little bit here. All right, a rowdy trip to Seattle for the Saints that I wish they would just not. They should just have forfeited the game.
They should have made them come home in covered wagons.
That's
or something.
exactly right on.
I mean, that was.
The question of the night. I know the answer. Did Auburn get robbed by the refs at Oklahoma?
Yes.
I know
Yes,
the
they
answer, and you're right.
Well, when the SEC
They got robbed.
admits they got
Yeah,
robbed,
that's
They
when
got
you
robbed.
know it
know
was bad.
you got robbed.
That's when you know
I
it was
mean,
bad.
that is
They got robbed.
Saints, Rams, no call robbed.
Holy
right there.
smokes, on several fronts. All right, we got a little
was
bit
bad.
about Dabo
It was
Sweeney
bad,
later
yeah.
on in the show. All right, the McNeese Cowboys went to Logan, Utah, 23-point underdogs.
Yeah.
It ended up being a 41-point loss. Nothing went right other than early in the game, the Aggies fumbled at the McNeese won, but it didn't help. I mean, they were overmatched from kickoff. Overmatched.
Well,
What do you mean, well?
what is McNeese?
This is
doing?
McNeese
I know,
up against an FBS Utah State.
I know neither.
You're
are
quiet
at the-
over there, smiling.
coming.
Neither
I'm waiting for
are
him to
at
finish.
the upper end of FBS, but they are. But they played 2 FBS games this year.
And Viator's not a big fan of it. He inherited that.
I understand
He doesn't
that.
like it, but it does beef up their coffers.
It
Look,
does.
earlier in the week on Monday, he said, look, we didn't play very well. We expected to play better. There are a myriad of reasons if you watch the game. It doesn't take a coaching savant to figure this out. I'll just toss this out, and it's not an excuse, Kevin. I thought some of those from linebacker to secondary, maybe about second quarter on, looked gassed.
Look,
Because Utah State was zipping right by them.
They were.
I don't know
They
if the
were, Rick.
altitude or
it
what.
could have been. It could have been. Rick,
No excuses.
let me say this though. Going into the year with Matt Viator coming back as the head coach for McNeese, that was anything that we should be discussing right now that we thought would have, should have been. We know what the outcome was going to be.
This
And
was going to be a
it's-
1-3 start.
It's like
And it's
yeah.
a 1-3
The
start.
season,
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
mind, the season starts
It
now.
is. the
Exactly,
second season.
Scooter.
You're right about it. But boy, let me tell you.
No, I'm just saying, Rick, and I think Matt understands too, but I hope viewers out there and fans that are of McNeese don't get all up in arms because you got a brand new coaching staff, you got a brand new coach, you got
Well,
brand new
if it
players.
Wow, you're making excuses.
I'm
No,
not
if
making
it
excuses.
was-
I'm
You're
just
making
saying.
excuses.
If it was a brand new coaching staff, I think there would be more anger and stuff. But it's not really a brand new coaching staff. It's part 2. And the fans know Matt Viator, and thus far, therefore, he gets a honeymoon.
What do you
where
mean
any
it's
other
not a
coach may
brand new
not.
team? What do you mean?
Well,
It is
it-
a brand new team.
It is a brand new
It
team.
is
It's
a
not
brand
a
new
brand
team.
new coaching staff we've seen. Well, not the whole staff.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
He's
seen Matt
referring to
Viator
roots. He's
before.
referring to roots.
That's
like
what I'm talking
Bolfing
about,
and
yeah.
Pecoraro from the defense. Look, that early turnover by Utah, man, it awakened an offensive juggernaut. I mean, touchdown,
Yeah,
touchdown.
they couldn't stop.
Broken
They
play,
couldn't
broken
stop
play,
it, Rick.
broken coverages, bad communication in the secondary, receivers for Utah State running downfield wide open. I mean, it was breakdown
I
city.
think the tempo is what got McNeese out of touch with what was going on, Rick. And most teams can't run it that efficient. Utah has a pretty good offense, man.
No, they do. I mean, this
They got a pretty
Bryson
good
Barnes,
offense.
next week when they face Vanderbilt in
Yeah.
Nashville, that's going to be interesting.
It
Vanderbilt's
is. I hope
ranked
they
18th
beat him.
in
I
the
hope they
country.
beat him too.
What?
I
Utah
hope they
State?
beat- I hope
Of
they
course
beat
you want the
Vanderbilt.
SEC
You
to
know what?
lose.
What you got against
Vanderbilt is not in the
All right,
SEC.
let's not go there.
Why you? I
Let's
don't know
not
why
go-
you keep
look,
talking about this.
look,
just 'cause
They
they
shouldn't
can
even
read.
believe.
This
They
was
shouldn't even
gonna
believe
be-
to be in
They
the
know
SEC.
their multiplication table.
Could have went to Vanderbilt.
This was
Probably
going to be
would've
a
been
tough
superstar.
matchup anyway. Utah State 2-1. They did not play like they're looking
No,
ahead
they
to an
didn't.
SEC
No,
game.
they didn't.
They were focused.
No, they didn't.
And they were hitting on all cylinders. It was Barnes. I mean, 300 yards passing, 130 roughly on the ground. They can't stop a running
Yeah.
quarterback right now. I mean, they can't. I'm sorry. The defense cannot stop
They
a
get
running
that
quarterback.
noted opera singer.
McNeese has got to be able to be a little bit more efficient, Rick. Like you said, even in the red zone, looked like nothing was working for him, and
Nothing.
that was uncharacteristic of what you would
Nothing
see
worked.
out of
All
a
right.
McNeese offense.
They're going
really.
to turn the page. Stephen F. Austin, as you said at the second
Yeah,
season,
conference
we'll
state
talk
play
about that on
starts.
Thursday. All right, 56-10, LSU over my alma mater, Southeastern Louisiana. What else is there to say? I mean, they did what they were supposed to do.
I'm waiting for a real opponent. That's what I'm waiting for.
And it's coming quick.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
coming
waiting.
up on
Everybody's
Thursday.
talking
That-
about
look.
how good this is, how good Nuss is, how good this. I'm waiting
All right,
for a
well,
real
look.
opponent.
All right.
That's what I'm waiting
Well, I
for.
mean, it's not LSU's fault that so far Clemson and Florida
Oh.
haven't looked that good after
No.
Yeah.
playing LSU.
So-
That's not LSU's
But
fault.
that
No, it
leads
isn't.
me to believe how good are we? Everybody
and
with the
that's a
opener.
legitimate
With the
question.
opener, Clemson was ranked number 4.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have been in the top 10 from
Well,
what we're seeing now.
No one knows. No one knows. Okay. That's coming up later on in the show. All right, I want to hear your thoughts. Garrett Nussmeier with this upper torso injury. Guys, there was a play
I know
where
what you're
he
talking about.
rolled
I know what you're talking
left,
about.
threw across his body for 20 yards in the end zone for a strike for a touchdown to Thomas.
I don't know if
I don't
that's-
think he's hurt anymore.
I don't know if that's
What are
an
your
issue.
thoughts?
I wonder
I don't
if he
think he's
was
hurt.
ever hurt.
Okay, we have a
I'm
conspiracy going on.
No,
I'm not saying
I'm
nothing.
kidding, but Brian Kelly played the media like a harp.
Maybe.
I mean, nobody had ever mentioned Nussmeier being
Nobody had
hurt
even heard of
till
it.
this time last week.
I know.
And then all of a sudden, so everybody has got Nussmeier under the microscope
Yeah,
this
yeah.
week. And guess
So-
what? Everybody decides, well, he's fine now. Okay, Nussmeier's fine. Well, did anybody comment the first 3 games that, oh, he doesn't look like himself? You know,
No,
it was
not really.
it was only after Kelly said, well, he's been dealing with a torso issue. Everybody, what I call the know-it-all media, like think their coaches, started saying, well, come to think of it, he didn't really have that zip on the
Well,
ball.
he looked-
But nobody noticed that before. But now everybody has pronounced Nussmeier is ready to go now.
He looked great, even though it was an inferior competition. Are you reading anything into it, Kevin?
Well,
I'm not
I
Rick.
read into it. It was inferior competition.
Rick,
I think he looked
it's-
good.
He
it's
did.
like-
He
He
threw
did.
the
He
ball
looked good.
accurately.
But on certain instances, you thought that they would have been more efficient, like the overthrown that was a touchdown.
It took him a quarter to get into it. What,
And
7
I
to
guess,
nothing after
Rick,
one? I
I
get
look
it.
at it
Was
more
what,
critical.
26,
Yeah.
31,
I look at it more
with
critical,
4
I guess.
drops.
Looking at it through my eyes, is this that?
I think he
I'm
was-
looking for LSU just to put people away to where when you look at them play, it's a machine. Now they're finally starting to get Chris Hilton back into the
Little bit. He's
red
working
things.
hard.
I mean, he was open one time down the field. Nuss didn't even see him.
Okay,
Had
well,
the guy beat. So you got to get those things
The
fixed,
subplot is still the inconsistent running game. And,
Oh, yeah.
and the fourth
They gotta
coming
get a
is
running
Juwan
game.
Johnson.
They have to get one.
Juwan Johnson, you know, he's not a classic running back.
No.
No,
but
he's not.
this
He's-
isn't a classic running game. It's some kind of.
He was a quarterback, wasn't he?
Maybe
Put
it's
together,
me.
yeah.
He looks like a quarterback.
He
But
was a
they
quarterback.
thought-
He
They
was a
thought he
quarterback.
was going to be a DB,
Yeah.
then a tight
Yeah.
end,
Yeah.
now running back. But the whole running game is kind of this odd contraption
It
put
is.
together with
It's odd.
I don't
fit
know what it is.
bailing
man.
wire, but you
Yeah, I
know,
don't
wide
what it is.
receivers.
Super glue. All right, LSU Ole Miss. That's in Thursday night show.
Yeah.
We're here to tell you where to find the region's best seafood. It's award-winning at Seafood Palace. Award-winning boiled crabs, it's Seafood Palace. Best overall seafood, where, Kevin?
Seafood Palace.
Seafood Palace. Down-home dining and great prices, super service, where? Hobbs?
Seafood Palace.
Oh, well, he jumped in on you. Legendary ownership, deep-rooted in the region. It's Seafood Palace in Lake Charles.
Seafood Palace.
When disaster strikes, you don't have time to wonder who to call. At Reclaim Restoration, we're your trusted partner, 24/7, 365. Whether it's fire, water, or storm damage, we rebuild, renew, and revitalize your property and your peace of mind. Locally trusted, nationally certified, and voted Acadiana's Choice 2024. Call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
It's Miller time. For 50 years, Miller Lite has been there. And if you've had one, you probably got a story worth telling. Legendary stories start with a light.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
All right, we're back at Caesars Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles.
Yes.
Where every month, in particular September, has been a big month for promotions and sweepstakes and giveaways. They had that slots tournament. They've been giving away Sealy home
Almost
gift prizes. Coming up this weekend, there's a dunk or not dunk contest where you can win free play. And of course, it goes all the way through September. And there's going to be more promotional giveaways all fall. So the key is get that Caesars reward card, get to swiping, go to a promotional kiosk, find out what's going on, earn those tier credits, and you can win big right here at Horseshoe Lake Charles. Right. Auburn was robbed, not once, but twice, maybe 3 times, in Norman against Oklahoma. That's coming up later on in the show.
Yes, they were.
Every pregame show yesterday, just punishing Saints fans, replaying the 15th anniversary of the Marshawn Lynch historic touchdown run against the Saints. He broke like
that
19
might have been the
tackles.
highly of the day for the Saints.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was, I don't blame him for doing it because it was just a spectacular run.
It was
by
a heck
Lynch.
of a run.
But yeah, we had to endure that, and that was really a foreboding of what was coming.
Yeah.
Rick,
I mean, let me tell you. I don't
when
have
did
any.
the Saints play the worst game?
Oh, that's my point. I don't have any empirical proof, but it has to be the worst half of football. Half of New Orleans Saints in the last 25 years. I'm just throwing it out there.
You know, you'd have to go back to the Aints.
Pretty close.
You would have
That's
to go
how bad
back
it was.
or let's go one further.
Unbelievable.
I
Unbelievable.
mean, the whole game was awful. But that maybe the worst special teams game in the history of the NFL? What did you miss that you can screw up on special teams?
Yeah, you give up a touchdown on a punt return.
You get one block.
You get a punt block, and then what was it? At least 60-yard kickoff return?
Yes.
yeah,
You
That's
missed
set up a touchdown.
a field goal.
Missed a field goal. I don't know what's going on
Yeah.
with Groupie.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't hit. You're quiet again over there.
I am because
I
Rick,
mean, what can you say here?
Rick, I'm listening to you talk about the Saints,
incompetency on the field.
and it's just like, what were you expecting to happen Sunday, Rick?
I expected
differently?
respectability.
What did
they
you
went through 2 weeks of respectable losing football.
What was going to be different, Rick? What's out there on the field is the product that you're going to see for the rest of the entire year.
No, it wasn't, Kevin.
Okay?
Because
I'm
what
sorry.
he said, it was somewhat respectable.
Respectable.
A lot of mistakes. How many? I mean, these guys, they may not be any good, but they're getting paid millions.
Yeah.
How many times did they jump offside
Pre-snap.
yesterday?
Were
I
there
mean,
not
are they
four?
practicing?
Were
I
they
don't know.
not 4 pre-snap penalties in a row on one series early in the game?
Thought it was 3.
4.
Thought it was
4.
3.
I
4.
counted.
Thought it was 3.
Flag.
Thought it was 3.
And
Look.
Breezy, usually a headsy player. What an idiot.
Rick,
You know, leads to a
Rick,
touchdown. And
me-
then a roughing the passer right in front of the refs. It was
Let
just
me
stupidity
say this.
after stupidity. You know, the announcer here at Horseshoe wants to drown me out. It's so bad.
That's all right. We won't
No,
last
it's
long.
just, I mean, you know,
Rick,
but
let me say this.
You've talked about everything they did wrong,
Yeah.
particularly the first half, oddly, when you think more of the second half.
Yeah.
I didn't see the effort. I didn't. I'm sorry.
Kellen Moore does.
Let me
He's
tell you what
seeing
the
it.
problem
What
is.
is he
Rick.
looking at?
Rick, let me
He's
tell you
got,
what the
he
problem is.
paid better attention than
Maybe.
I did.
I'm going
Maybe.
to tell you what the problem is, Rick,
Go
so we
ahead.
can get off of this, so you don't have to keep worrying about the Saints for the rest of the year. They hired
Dude,
the
we
wrong
got
coach.
14 more games.
They hired the wrong coach.
I don't know. You know,
Kellen Moore, do you see how his players react to him?
Well,
Yeah.
Do you see that, Rick? They
do.
hired the wrong coach. Rick, I looked at that from the first game
if
on the sideline.
you're going there,
They hired the wrong
I
coach,
said
Rick.
go with John Gruden. And John Gruden would have been so far up somebody's rear end.
That's my point, Rick.
I said John Gruden, but y'all shut me down.
He's going to be Florida's next coach.
Watch it.
They missed the boat because you knew that guy when you hired him, what kind of guy he was.
Look,
you knew that, Saints.
I got it. Look, Spencer Rattler, this guy's playing his rear end off, but he's handcuffed.
He's running crazy out there, man. He's running crazy out there.
He's got two offensive linemen or starters that are down. They don't have any depth in the offensive line. Yeah. He's got really no playmakers.
He's running for his life, Rick, when he dropped back.
Got some receivers.
He's running for his life.
They're not
if
playmakers.
he can get to him, Scooter.
They can catch
if he
the
can
ball.
throw the ball, he'll even get to him. That dude running for his life back there.
Did you see A.J. Brown, the former Ole Miss receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles? Yeah. That's a beast. That's who they need, a guy like him that will catch the ball 5 yards out and just toss guys off of it.
The Saints, Rick, they better reevaluate
Kellen Moore says we got to clean it up. We got to play better to the standards. It's on us as the coaching staff.
Maybe if they would practice.
I don't think Kellen Moore is the coach.
Maybe they should practice.
How would you like to be that special teams coach on the charter coming home?
Yeah.
He heard an earful.
Yeah.
And he should have. He heard it. I blame it on everybody. I blame it on the coaching staff. I blame players. I blame it on the scouts. I blame it on Loomis, Gail Benson, you name it. I'm blaming everybody. Oh, winless, and they're going to Buffalo. More on that on Thursday. All right,
better hope that's
crazy
not
day. Speaking of kicking and special teams, I don't think I've ever seen that many blocked field goals on one Sunday. I mean, Philadelphia had two to win the game. That was incredible. Green Bay had one that lost the game. And then Tampa Bay had one that gave the Jets the lead, but then they kicked Baker Mayfield. This guy's something. He brings them back for the game-winning field goal. I mean, there were like 3 or 4 blocked field goals on one Sunday, all critical.
I know.
All critical. That's
man.
All right. Big news in college basketball from the SEC. I don't know if y'all picked this up earlier in the week. Bruce Pearl. Retiring.
I know.
He's got a loaded roster. They were a Final Four team last year.
I know.
Any inside word? Is it just fed up with NIL and transfer?
No, I don't think that's it.
I tell you what.
I don't think that's it.
Well, you know who the interim is going to be?
His son.
Because the timing for this, they got to just get it convenient. Maybe he just wanted to make sure his son has a chance.
I don't know. Bruce Pearl is just supercharged. There's got to be more to this story. Bruce Pearl retiring as head basketball coach for Auburn up against the clock. They're waving us to pit row. Round 3 coming up. Stay right there.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
What's bugging you?
Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Reclaim Restoration is your trusted partner serving Southwest Louisiana from Lake Charles to Lafayette. Whether it's fire, water, or storm damage, call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
It's Miller time. For 50 years, Miller Lite has been there. And if you've had one, you probably got a story worth telling. Legendary stories start with a light.
All right, we're back at Caesars Sportsbook Horseshoe, Lake Charles.
Yes.
Former Bama coach Nick Saban has taken a nugget out of the Les Miles playbook.
Yes, he has.
Be thinking about
I
that.
got to hear this.
Yeah,
yes,
that's coming up on Thursday's Sound Off.
Yes, he has, Rick.
Okay,
I'm
Thursday's
gonna come back then.
Be ready for that. All right.
Yes.
The SEC earlier on Tuesday night announced the schedules and in particular those 3 permanent opponents for all the SEC teams. Our production for Sound Off was done earlier in the week prior to that, but reports.
But we know.
Yeah, but we know. So for LSU, lay it out for us quickly. The 3 that reportedly will be.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Nobody's denied it.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Texas A&M, Arkansas, Ole Miss.
Yeah. Okay.
Noticeably absent.
Alabama and Florida.
Alabama and Florida.
And Florida.
I thought at least. I mean,
one of them.
Alabama, LSU gets such great ratings every year. I was really surprised. But
I was too.
Brian Kelly was. He said he liked it, and he made a good point. There is a lot more. It is a lot more fluid, the way it will be with 3, we'll call them permanent opponents, and 6
Rotate.
rotate in and out each year.
Yeah.
So you never go in a 4-year span. You will always play every team.
Yeah,
In
home and
it
home
was
in most-
16 teams.
Yeah.
That's pretty tough.
I like it. I don't have a problem.
I don't either,
thought
Rick.
it should have been Florida. I don't mind Alabama. I thought it should have been Florida because of the history.
Yeah,
Arkansas.
What about
but-
LSU, Alabama?
I
Well,
get
all
it.
of them
I
have
get it.
a lot
it's
of
kind of like
history.
hey, what is that old saying? The hearts grow fonder,
Yeah.
when they're absent.
I just
So,
thought it would have
you
been a
know.
better game if they would have matched those
Yeah, but
guys
for
up.
LSU purposes, Arkansas, you're going to play Arkansas than Alabama every
You
year.
got a 50-50 chance that you're going to play Alabama next year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Florida
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
Because every you're
Yeah.
got in a 4-year span, you're going to play them all.
Everybody.
Yeah, this is a very difficult situation. I saw reportedly everybody's 3, and it looked like the SEC really did it kind of regionally. You
Yeah.
know, Mississippi State and Alabama because
Well,
they're
those,
so
you know,
close.
those are the 2 closest
Yeah,
SEC
I get it.
schools.
I don't have a problem
They're
with
only
the plan.
about 90 miles apart.
I
That's
think it's
it.
fine. I like
No, I'm
everything.
good with
I
it,
didn't
Rick.
see
I'm
any
good
major
with it.
problem. I
I
thought
mean,
it was
look,
all good with
LSU
it.
fans cannot complain. I
No,
know.
No, they
I
can't.
know. A&M, you know,
A&M.
you think it's good. A&M has never been to the SEC championship game in what?
No.
They're
they've
new.
been in 15 years now, or 13 years.
Yeah.
Arkansas has been once.
Yeah.
In their 35 years.
Yeah.
Who's the third
Ole Miss.
one? Ole Miss,
Ole Miss.
has never been. So LSU's 3 permanent opponents
Never been.
in the combined 50 years have been to one SEC
I asked
championship
you-
and haven't won
I
any.
asked you a couple of weeks ago because I thought LSU and Ole Miss had history. You said no, we're not really big rivals, and you're playing.
Even
games.
when I played.
No, I said
thought
now
even when I played.
Ole Miss was down during his
Yeah.
days. You're probably
They was like
right.
Vanderbilt. They were
Right.
down.
But
I like it. I got
Gotta
all right,
throw-
we've got to
yeah.
get to the Auburn,
I just-
Oklahoma. Okay. Everybody has seen the plays.
Yeah.
The pass interference. All right. And of course, the sneaky trickery by Oklahoma was really pretty cool, but it's against the damn rules. Sending a guy like he's going off and being substituted, and he
But
just
Rick,
lacked
you
it.
got to know if he's on the field, he's live. That's
no,
the
he's
thing.
not.
If
Not
he's
if
on
he's
the
coming
field,
off.
It's against the rules.
no,
Kevin.
he was going off.
But he didn't.
It's
Yeah.
against the rules.
Did you hear what I just said? He was
Did
going
you hear
off.
what I just said?
Yeah, he was going off.
But
So
is that not against
If
the
ball,
rules?
if the ball is snapped,
Any intent to deceive.
That's exactly right. And if it's in the book, I mean, the SEC came
if
out late
he's on
Saturday.
the field, he's live. He's
not
live.
according to the SEC.
Not according. You're going
That's
to
a
argue
crazy.
with the rules?
Yeah,
book?
yeah.
Well,
You're going to argue with the
Clearly,
rules?
he was going off the
You
field
see
and
what
be
happened?
substituted.
You see what happened, huh?
It was uncovered.
Well,
All
you
right.
know,
I asked the question if it's against the
see-
rule, why
you
does
see what
Oklahoma
happened, huh?
have it in the playbook?
Why did they do it, Scooter?
exactly.
Why did they do it? If it's against the rules, Scooter, why did they do it?
That's what everybody wants to
Bill
know.
Belichick Jr.
Why would you put a rule in that
It was obvious. It was.
That's crazy,
it worked.
man.
It was kind of beautiful,
My
but it's
thing
against
is,
the rules.
my thing
Well, you
is,
know,
the hell with the
if
rule
it
book.
wasn't-
If he's still on the field and the ball snapped, I'm covering it.
All right, was the
I
Auburn
think that-
catch and fumble? I thought it should have been an Auburn touchdown. And Birmingham again
It
reviewed
was
it
a
and
bam
said,
bam, Rick. It was.
Oh,
it was
come
too-
on.
Let's
Guys,
go
more
back. Let's go
excuses.
back to the Oklahoma cheating. Again.
Okay.
You know, I think it was like 10 years ago they ruled that is a penalty. Because I remember
Oh, here we go.
when I was playing high school football.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we ever ran it, but we practiced that play.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cheater.
Everybody got that.
No,
everybody got
it
that,
was
Rick.
legal then.
It was.
Everybody's got
But
that,
I
Rick.
don't think we ever ran it in the game. But
It's
I
mostly
remember
run-
what
I think
we
it's
would
kinda
do.
cool.
What you would do was we would have send 2 guys in, right?
Only
And
one
then
guy
3
come
guys come
Ah,
off.
boy.
Okay.
And
Okay.
one of them stood on the sideline inbound. But
Yeah.
it was legal.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't ever
It's-
remember us running.
Normally that's done doing 2-minute drill, to where it's moving fast.
Yeah.
And you can get away with it, Rick.
It
Normally
was
that's when it's
perfectly
done.
executed.
Yeah, it was.
But Oklahoma's
against
got
the
some
rules. It was.
answering to do,
It was though.
you know, as to why.
The SEC refs got to do better.
Yeah, they got to
They
do
got to
better.
do
Sure
better.
they
This
do.
is
They gotta
this
do
is
better.
the country's number one
And,
conference.
and they obviously, they knew it wasn't like that was an accidental play. If you notice, the guy that cheated, He's the only guy who ran a route.
Yeah.
The rest of them just stood there.
Yeah.
The
They knew.
FBI is going to get in on this case.
They knew
Round
it.
4 coming up next.
They
Stay
knew
right
what
here.
happened.
The Horseshoe Lake Charles experience begins with elite gaming in the region's newest and most exciting venue, featuring all your favorite table games and slots. Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe is the legend in sports betting, and speaking of legendary, Gordon Ramsay's steak is above all others, where celebrity chef Ramsay brings his fury of flavor to Southwest Louisiana. Great food and live music at Brews Brothers, and of course impeccable hotel accommodations. Plus, earn big with your Caesars reward card. That's Horseshoe Lake Charles.
J&J has protected Louisiana homes and businesses for over 60 years.
Call him today, make the pests go away. J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
It's Miller time. For 50 years, Miller Lite has been there. And if you've had one, you probably got a story worth telling. Legendary stories start with a light.
All right, we're back. Remember Thursday's show, Nick Saban leaning on Les Miles? We'll have that in
What, is he
Thursday's
eating
show.
grass on the
Could
sideline?
be, could be. Taking a little nugget out of the Miles playbook.
Yeah.
New college poll, LSU wins big over Southeastern, but they dropped to 4. I don't have a problem with it.
It's
But
the
still,
opponent. It's
10
the
teams,
opponent. It's the
10
opponent.
SEC teams in the top 25.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt's still in there. Ole Miss, of course, you know the culprits. Texas and A&M into the top 10. SEC and little old Mississippi State unbeaten, 4-0. Now not in the top 20, but
Check
No.
back when you
well,
play
I know
somebody.
that. I know
Well,
that.
that's my
Mississippi.
point.
All right. Pretty soon, guys, we're going to be talking McNeese men's and women's basketball. It's
coming up real
They
soon.
opened up practice this week. The men, both of them are kind of juggling with on the practice court because they're doing some court work at Legacy Center. So, you know the rosters. There's a big turn. Ayla Gazzardo, all right, has accepted an invitation to play in a big invitational in the Bahamas.
Oh,
so
wow.
she's following in the
Rough-
footsteps of the
rough
men.
gig there, huh?
You know,
Wow,
Cayman Islands, the Virgin Islands last year. The men will play in the Cayman Invitational. The women are going to the Bahamas, and they're going to
pretty
take
nice.
on West Virginia. So, she's doing what she said she wanted to do. Up the schedule.
Go to
up-
the beach?
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Coach, he said it, not me. No, you
Nothing wrong
play
with that.
those West Virginias.
My ties.
And you play better, and you get those quad 1 and quad 2 points, come NCAA
And
tournament time.
You get
That's
a
all I'm saying.
fancy little
Get this, see
umbrella.
what
and
your
you
team
And
really
you get an
like, though.
umbrella drink.
See what your
And
team
you
is
get an
really like. I
umbrella
think
drink.
it's good you
I
go to
think
those
it's a
tournaments.
cool deal.
I do
Weigh
too.
in quickly.
do too.
I'm moving on. Christian Shoemate signed with the New Orleans Pelicans
Yeah.
training camp roster.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Now,
Well,
he's there to work.
Who's
Yeah.
the president down there?
A guy by the name of Joe Dumars.
Okay.
Guy that might have
Okay.
went to McNeese too. You think?
All right,
Okay. You
but
think?
and again, if Shoemate ends up on a Pelican practice roster, or maybe another NBA practice roster,
Yeah.
instead of going to international, I think it's a good thing.
I think it's a real good thing, Rick.
I mean,
Okay, man.
to stay domestic
I think
and
it's
be close
really.
to the
I
NBA.
think it's really good, man. Okay. I think
Yeah.
it's really good. Honestly.
What about South Carolina teams? The Gamecocks are slumping. Clemson, what are they, 1-3?
Yeah.
Dabo Sweeney is again doing his rant, saying, if you want me gone, I'll leave. I'll go win someplace else.
Dabo should
Dabo
get a
can say
longer
that.
leash than that.
Dabo
Of
can
course
say
he
that.
This is
Dabo
his
can
first
say that.
bad year.
Whatever.
Some others,
Hang on to that. Maybe
throw.
Thursday we'll get into that. Guidry, Hobbs, and
Dabo's
Sarah.
not
We'll see you
going
next
anywhere.
time right here at SoundOff.